Hello, this is Brian J, and I'm about to talk about. This is my post-fight analysis of the Mayweather-McGregor fight. So the fight went about almost exactly how I thought it would go. I thought Floyd Mayweather would try to pod shot to a unanimous decision, but I guess he really wanted to give the fans an exciting fight, especially after the disappointment of his fights against Pacquiao and Berto. The Mayweather Pacquiao fight wasn't exciting, but to me it was a good technical fight. It just had so much crazy, unnecessary hype. People were expecting it to be an action fight, a classic. We're hoping that Pacquiao will knock out Mayweather. No, Floyd Mayweather clearly dominated Pacquiao, clearly won the fight. And against McGregor, the first 4 rounds, Mayweather struggled against McGregor's, long distance. McGregor did well with his jab and switching stances, and he landed a straight left, he landed an uppercut. So he was showing some things that Mayweather probably wasn't expecting. So he's like, oh, this guy's a counterpuncher, he's good at controlling long range, so I'm just going to do some inside fighting. And Mayweather decided to do some inside fighting, and he just chased after McGregor. He just stalked him, he got up close, he started landing some good body shots. The first 4 rounds, Mayweather was landing straight right hands to the body, left jabs to the body, straight right hands to the body. And then by the 5th round, McGregor was completely gassed out. McGregor was tired. He was gassed out. He was exhausted. And he didn't have an answer for, Mayweather's aggression or his counterpunching, his body shots. And when Mayweather gassed out McGregor due to the body shots, McGregor's head started coming in range. He started bending down, started bending over, and he started getting in range of Mayweather's straight right hand. That's when Mayweather started landing the straight right hand, almost at will. By the 6th round, Mayweather was just landing that right hand at will, and he was just tattooing him with it. And then, idiots like Skip Bayless kept saying that McGregor had a chance to finish Mayweather with a body shot in the 9th round. It wasn't a body shot. It was a low blow. McGregor hit Mayweather low it was a right, uppercut to the body. It hit him low, and that hurt Mayweather. It wasn't a body shot. It was a low blow. And so Robert Byrd stopped the action to warn McGregor, which is just what you typically do in a boxing match. So it wasn't a low blow. And then Mayweather came back and he beat the living hell out of McGregor in the last minute 30 seconds of the 9th round. To me, that was a 10-8 round because Mayweather completely shut down McGregor. He just destroyed him. He was dominating him. And then the 10th round, Floyd Mayweather continued to beat down McGregor, and he beat him into really submission. I mean, people said it was a premature stoppage, but no, it wasn't, because it went through a whole minute with McGregor not throwing any punches. And Robert Byrd is not an action referee. He's just not going to let you continue to take punishment. He's not an action referee. He's not going to let you continue to take punishment. And, that's just who he is. That's just who Robert Byrd is. Yeah. So I didn't have a problem with the stoppage. McGregor went a whole minute without throwing a punch. He was getting beaten up. He couldn't throw back, and he was getting a serious concussion, brain damage. That's what he was going to get. And I think he was, concussed, and I think he was getting some brain damage. Not badly enough to where it could really hurt his career, but Mayweather was beating the living hell out of him. And props to Floyd Mayweather. He on a seek and destroy mission, he attacked, and he stopped McGregor. He beat the hell out of him. And Floyd Mayweather is now 50-0, and people say he's not as great as Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is great. Look, Muhammad Ali, the biggest fight of his career, the fight that transcended boxing, was his fight against Joe Frazier, his first fight, and he lost. Okay, Muhammad Ali has 5 losses. And he's a great fighter, and he fought in a really packed, great era in the heavyweight division, but he lost to Joe Frazier in the biggest fight of his career. That was a fight that transcended the sport. It was a fight that was so big that Frank Sinatra was taking pictures for Time magazine. That's how big that fight was. Celebrities from all over the country, were watching that fight or listening to that fight. All over the world, people were listening to that fight on the radio. People were going through wars and battles and protests, and they had to stop and had a truce because they were listening to the Ali-Frazier fight, the first fight. And it was in New York City, Madison Square Garden, the mecca of boxing, the biggest arena back then. And Muhammad Ali lost. Muhammad Ali only beat two great fighters in their prime. That was Sonny Liston and George Foreman. George Foreman destroyed Joe Frazier before his rematch against Muhammad Ali, and Ali won the fight. And yeah, he won the third fight, but he was getting beaten up by a past his prime Joe Frazier. And to me, Ken Norton beat Muhammad Ali all 3 times, and Ali got 2 gift decisions. So to me, Ali probably has more than 5 losses. Okay? And Ali was great, but Floyd Mayweather's accomplishments are far greater. Floyd Mayweather is a world champion in 5 different weight classes. Floyd Mayweather is a lineal champion in 4 different weight classes. He's won every single mega fight that he's had in the last 10 years. Mayweather won his mega fight against De La Hoya, against Ricky Hatton, against Miguel Cotto. No, Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto. I'm talking about like mega fights that transcended the sport, where everybody wanted to see it. You know, Mayweather's fight against Canelo Alvarez, he clearly dominated that fight. And he clearly dominated Manny Pacquiao. You know, the biggest fight of his career, the fight that transcended the sport, a fight that was seen by like, you know, hundreds of millions of people all over the world watching Mayweather-Pacquiao, the biggest fight in pay-per-view history. And now this mega fight between Mayweather and McGregor, Mayweather destroys McGregor and stops him. That's Floyd Mayweather's legacy. He wins his mega fights. So I now have to put Floyd Mayweather in my top 10 pound-for-pound list. You know, you know, and I actually have to rank him, you know, above Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was great. He was a great man, but is he the greatest fighter of all time? No. Is Muhammad Ali arguably the greatest heavyweight of all time? Maybe. But I don't think so either. Muhammad Ali, he was a great man. Things that he did outside the sport were extraordinary, but is he the greatest fighter of all time? No. And I don't think he's better than Floyd Mayweather. Skill-wise, I don't think he's better than Floyd Mayweather. And accomplishment-wise, I don't think he's better than Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather's accomplishments go much more than just being 50-0. I mean, Floyd Mayweather is the first fighter to unify 2 different weight classes at the same time. He unified the welterweight division and the super welterweight division, which is 154. He unified 147 welterweight and 154 super welterweight, which is junior middleweight. Floyd Mayweather unified both of those divisions, and when he was 37 years old. You know, he beat Canelo, unified 154, and then the next year, when he was 36, and then the next year he beat Maidana and unified the welterweight division when he was 37. And then he unified 147 again when he beat Pacquiao, won 3 different belts at 38 years old. By the time Ali was 38, you know, he was getting beaten up. I mean, he was getting Parkinson's, yeah, but I mean, he was getting beaten up. He was losing. He couldn't do these things that Floyd Mayweather could do at 38 years old. I mean, come on. So, yeah, you know, this is my post-fight analysis. Floyd Mayweather was adapting to McGregor's counterpunching, his long distance. He figured him out by a 3rd round, then he dominated him. And Mayweather deserves to be in the top 10 pound-for-pound list. I would rank him above Muhammad Ali. He is certainly one of the greatest. And, yeah, that's just my opinion. That's just how I see it. It turned out to be a really good fight. It was very entertaining, and I was happy. And I'm glad that boxing got to have a really good main event for a big mega fight, and that Floyd Mayweather put on a great show. I'm glad that the worldwide audience got to see how Floyd Mayweather used to fight in his 20s. I mean, when Mayweather was in his 20s, he used to be sort of an action fighter. He used to really destroy people. He used to get in your ass. Like, he used to really destroy people and knock you out. And that's how Floyd Mayweather used to be. So, yep, that's my post-fight analysis. And this is Brian J. And I'm signing off. And congratulations to Floyd Mayweather Jr., one of the greatest of all time. Thank you.